So we have currently watzkuh up 1-0, and without further ado, on the 3 o'clock position on this crazily 90-degree rotated map, 45-degree rotated map, it is in the red trunks, Kalevi.
And over here in the 12 o'clock position, we have, once again, our blue Protoss player powering through very many opponents in the past. And it is watzkuh.
Indeed it is. And it's going to be, if he can 2-0 Kalevi too, he's never dropped a map yet. Something tells me he might face Franskar in the finals if he does beat Kalevi, and that might be much trickier. So Dante's Peak is originally not rotated this way. It's originally rotated the other way, but Kentuva wanted to do something fun for this map. But there looks that there is a lot of dead space here, but there really isn't, because this orange barrier stops air unit movement. So if you're on this map and you try to move your dropship out there, it just bounces into the wall all the time. It's kind of funny to watch. So you need to be a little bit careful. And it's annoying for some people, but it looks cool.
It does look cool. And it's got a very Tron feel to it.
Oh, we do have a very timely strategic pause. Why would Kalevi pause at this point, do you think? Let's speculate crazily.
I think he's getting a phone call.
Oh, that wasn't fun at all. I think, see, he lives in Luxembourg. And Luxembourg is quite low in water. Actually, it's not far away from Holland, which is also, quite low. So maybe there is a mountain growing in the middle of his apartment.
It just randomly, a mountain just appears next to the kitchen counter. It's like, oh, how did this get here?
Indeed, that makes the most sense. Another straw poll from Born.
Really? What is the straw poll about?
It's a Born straw poll. Let's just put it that way.
That makes no sense. I think maybe it makes sense if you've been watching chat all the time.
Yeah,
maybe then.
And I do want to touch Vex nipples. That also makes sense.
Hey, watch that language, man.
Oh,
we potentially have children watching.
That's true. It's a man nipple though, so I don't know if that's the same, but yeah, true.
It won't get blurred out on TV, so it's probably okay.
Yeah, true. Oh, and it's not like Nipplegate with Janet Jackson.
Oh. Can we just nothing's happening. They're both getting the same structures. It's fine. Can we please stop calling things that are like events like word and then gate? Because Watergate was a thing like 40 years ago.
Yes.
50, I think, already.
Yeah, something like that.
It was long ago. It was the 80s, wasn't it?
I think me and you, together with our 70 viewers, can decide this now that nothing should ever be called gate again.
No, like Gamergate and Nipplegate and oh, I dropped my sandwich in the toilet gate. Look, guys, we get it. It's an event. Everybody knows it. Let's try to find a more creative naming convention.
I like the last one in particular. So we do have the scouting of the Protoss, which is watzkuh scouting everywhere. I don't know if he knows where the main bases are on this map. It is quite confusing mini-map for a first-time player on this map, and but he's making sure there's no proxies in really, really weird locations.
Well, I mean, Europe 1-0, you can be a little bit safer to make sure you can get that 1-0 win.
Yeah.
I think he felt that he won pretty convincingly because at least it looked like that. Mm-hmm. So, taking a few steps that otherwise are corners to cut, I think is not a very unreasonable decision from watzkuh.
That's true. Also, Kalevi is doing so. Oh, he's being sneaky. I don't know how, because he's putting all his tech in his main base, but he has this probe hidden out there. Maybe it's just gonna check for some base later on. Yeah, never mind. I thought it was gonna do something crazy, but no, it's gonna be the war of the Reavers. And what's kind of funny though is that I've seen a lot lately that Stalkers, a lot of people have been complaining that Stalkers can't dominate PvP, and these games doesn't prove that it doesn't, because none of them has tried it. They just gone straight to Reavers.
Yeah, I would like to see a Protoss player going Stalkers versus a Protoss player going Reavers like this.
Yeah, that is a very interesting, because the Stalkers can blink maneuver away from Scarabs, and they can also pick off Warp Prisms, not more easily in the sense that they do more damage, but more in the sense that they are more mobile.
Yeah, it's a little easier to catch up with them.
And it's also just a mobility threat, like, oh, you're gonna move out, I'm gonna blink in your main base. Like, you have to play very differently as a Stalker player and versus a Stalker player. If you have your whole army in the front door of the Stalker player, then he's just dead. But he needs to prevent that from happening. He needs to kind of play it like Zerg versus Terran, where Zerg just needs to keep Terran in his base with his very deadly M&M force for as long as possible.
Yeah.
But by abusing his mobility instead of trying to go for a direct fight. So we do
Yeah.
have, okay, now, so Warp Prisms on this map, yeah, watzkuh is experiencing this already, where Warp Prisms really want to go through this barrier, but they're... Oh, and now they're gonna get stuck.
Hey, who turned out the
there we
light?
go. There
Okay.
we go. Don't touch
Back
the
on
orange
track.
light. There we go, and he's gonna come first. And he's gonna, no.
Oh my goodness, this is perfect! Oh, those connections are gorgeous. watzkuh is doing a very clever thing. First come the Zealots, then the probes are pulled, then comes the Reaver to get them while they're clustered up.
Oh,
And Kalevi is gonna get rid of the Zealots.
He needs to bring the probes back! Oh no, watzkuh is not seeing his potential buffet of workers.
Oh my goodness, Kalevi got the great kill off on a lot of those workers as well. Currently 8-7, very close. Alright, Kalevi is now... I think he's... Yeah, he decided to move his probes to another side of his main, where also they cannot mine.
Yeah, they need to get mining started, and not at that... Oh, is he gonna... No, just gonna damage the Zealot.
Yeah, Kalevi is struggling a little bit with this super fast Warp Prism. Also, this is a very good case for getting Gravitic Drive in a PvP sooner rather than later.
Also, I think Kalevi is, you know, he is saying that Protoss is the A-move race, but I think he's taking that too literally and only keeping all his units together in one group. Okay, now he's splitting up a little bit, this is good. So Kalevi's gonna go in again. Oh, but the Dragoons just repositioned themselves. Their speed prism is up.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. There's a lot of Dragoons here for watzkuh.
It is. And watzkuh is actually taking an expansion too. I feel he's getting ahead of Kalevi at this point. He gets a drone! Yay, it was working.
Yeah, one more probe. And that actually means they're dead even in worker skill. Of course, Kalevi is in a slight disadvantage because he did stop mining for a lot longer.
He did. He does have the same, almost the same amount of workers, but he doesn't have an expansion started, and watzkuh now has 2 Reavers and expansion started, and he's looking pretty good, even though the stats doesn't show that much, his position is really good.
Oh yeah, there's 2 cannons here for Kalevi.
Kalevi's moving out! And these cannons... Oh, actually, watzkuh's just... Okay, wow, Kalevi's so lucky if watzkuh is pushing back now because watzkuh had this timing window. Oh, and he might go on top of the... No, he's not going to get on top of the Dragoons. That's nice. Oh, but this base is definitely going to be the... No, here
Observer
we go.
from watzkuh sees it. Kalevi, being very
Kalevi,
bold with the Warp Prism.
Why does he
Gets a
move
little
so
bit of splash off.
close all the time before... Oh, and yeah, this is going to be it, I think. Here comes the Reavers. They're going to clean up the Dragoons.
Yeah, oh my goodness, Kalevi's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and this is a very unfortunate position for him to be in. Outgunned and outplayed. GG, well played is called, and watzkuh is gonna move into the final.